Welcome back. New tonight, we are looking at the community impact of those boxes in neighborhoods that detect and report gunshots to law enforcement. Sacramento County deputies announced they are adding 2 new so-called ShotSpotter locations. But as ABC 10's Mike Duffy explains, it is sparking controversy.
Dax Pierce is a barber at Diversity Barber Lounge, located at the intersection of Watt Avenue and Roseville Road. In a press release, the Sacramento County Sheriff said ShotSpotter technology had been deployed there because it's a community historically plagued by gun violence.
I think the presence will be, definitely welcome.
However, Pierce wouldn't characterize the area the same way.
Since I've been out here, it's been good. I haven't heard of any gunfire and stuff like that.
Matthew Gorriglia is a policy analyst with the Electronic Frontier Foundation. He's concerned how it could affect police behavior.
If a car backfires and police show up thinking that there's a shooting, people who are walking to and from work or who just live in the vicinity of these devices are certainly going to be handled differently by police than people in less surveilled and less over-policed neighborhoods. Really, there's such a lack of transparency, not only about where and how police are using it, but how the technology works, in part because it's proprietary. Private companies don't want us to know how it works because that's how they make money.
Where could that money be going? Why aren't we reinvesting in things that could prevent having to use a ShotSpotter to begin with?
Tanya Faison is the founder of Black Lives Matter Sacramento.
Where are the results of the ShotSpotter that show us that we need more locations?
Both the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office and the Sacramento Police Department use ShotSpotter technology. Last year, the Sacramento City Council extended the police department's contract into 2025 for a predicted total cost of over $2.5 million over 5 years. The report also states ShotSpotter systems throughout Sacramento have proven to be valuable assets when responding to and investigating gun violence. One thing the report didn't divulge is exactly where the systems are located.
We want to know where they're at because that could be a whole nother conversation as to, are we targeting Black and brown communities with the ShotSpotter? Is that providing validation for the law enforcement agencies to continue to target these communities?
I asked both the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office and the Sacramento Police Department how ShotSpotter locations are chosen, where they're located, what they think of the criticism, and if they could direct me to people who have been directly helped by the technology. The Sac Sheriff didn't answer the questions, but instead directed me to the press release touting ShotSpotter's recent expansion in the area. Sac PD said it has ShotSpotter technology in north, south, and east areas of Sacramento. The department is not notified of the specific locations where the equipment is deployed in those areas. Mitch Doucette is the lead author of a comprehensive study on the impact of ShotSpotter technology on firearm homicides and arrests in 68 large metropolitan counties.
Counties that implemented the ShotSpotter technology over the period of time which we looked at, which was from 1999 to 2016, didn't display any reductions in firearm homicides. Additionally, we didn't find that the number of arrests or the arrest rate for homicide crimes or weapons-related crimes increased during that same period.
He says he hopes local leaders take a look at these findings
and think about whether or not the taxpayer dollars that are being spent for this technology could be perhaps used in more community-driven firearm reduction techniques and interventions that have been shown to reduce violence in specific communities.
Now, in response, ShotSpotter tells ABC 10 their tool is used in more than 120 cities nationwide and makes those communities safer, saying in part with more than 88% of gunfire incidents not reported to police, ShotSpotter fills the gap by alerting law enforcement to virtually all gunfire in less than 60 seconds. Historical gunfire and homicide data determine where cities choose to deploy ShotSpotter, not demographics.